Now once you're inside the Hector Plus, there is some bit of difference compared to the standard Hector, and that is primarily in the terms of the dashboard color, the design. So now you get a dual tone brown leather interior upholstery and it looks quite premium. I like the shade, and of course it looks well. It's been implemented well across the dashboard and the door panels, so it looks premium. The fitment quality again overall is quite impressive, so no complaints there. And of course the highlight of the cabin is this 10.4-inch touch screen, which is very Tesla like and has a very good visual effect. The screen is good to use, and of course the Hector Plus, like the Hector and the ZS, is a connected car, so it comes with an inbuilt SIM, and that means you get access to MG iSmart, and that means you get access to more than 50 connectivity or smart features, and that means you can do a lot of things, including remotely switching your engine on or off through your smartphone, geofencing, getting vehicle updates, seeing how much range you can cover in the amount of fuel that you have in the tank, and a lot more. Of course, now the update to this system in the Hector Plus is that you get a chit-chat functionality which allows you to talk with the car. Now this means you can ask things such as, how am I looking today, and who drives better, me or my wife. Now it's a feature that might look good to have maybe for a day or two, but I'm not sure I would really want to talk to a car. So I think this is a feature I would pass off more as a gimmick, not as functionality. But yes, the overall functionality of the infotainment system is quite nice. It's a good display and it is loaded with features up to the brim. Apart from that, again, the overall interior quality is spot on. Again, there is good amount of cushioning in the seats. The seats are quite nice, and there is a good amount of support as well. The door pockets are large enough. You have an Infinity music system, good sound quality, and you have this really nice looking panoramic sunroof too. So no complaints really in terms of the front cabin experience. Not a drastic change, but whatever changes have been made just uplift the overall cabin appeal a bit more. Now this is the most important seat in the Hector Plus, and this is precisely the reason why most of you will be buying this vehicle, the all important middle row. Now the Hector Plus comes in a 6-seat configuration. Now this is a 6-seat configuration which we have with us right now, so it's got 2 plus 2 plus 2, so it's a 6-seater vehicle, and these captain seats in the middle row are quite a nice place to be in. Now if I talk about the seat itself, it's a nice seat. Again, just like the front, you've got good cushioning, good support, and of course in terms of headroom also, there is no problem inside the Hector Plus. Now if I talk about leg room, you can see right now I have the driving seat adjusted to my driving preference, 5 feet 8 inches for reference, and you can see that with the middle row pushed completely forward, I still have a little bit of leg room to spare. However, I can push it all the way this back, and you can see the amount of leg room that instantly gets liberated. So this is quite a lot of space. So even if you are someone who's tall, leg room wouldn't be a problem inside the Hector Plus. Of course, once I place the seat to my preference, even the backrest is adjustable, so finding that right seating position isn't going to be a problem inside the Hector Plus at all. Beyond that, again, you've got the AC vents here, and you also have a USB charging socket here, so that's for your added convenience. The door pockets again are large enough, and like I said, these are manually adjustable seats. Now up front, you've got electrically adjustable seats, which is a nice touch. And interestingly, if you opt for the variant that we are driving right now, which is the petrol variant with a dual clutch transmission, you get both seats up front electrically adjustable. However, if you opt for the manual version with the hybrid functionality, which is the 48-volt hybrid motor, well, in that case you will get only the driver's seat with the electrical adjustability option, as the shotgun seat comes manually adjustable since it has the battery. So getting into the last row of the Hector Plus, well, as you saw, it's not that difficult but not that easy at the same time. It completely depends on how large your body is. So yes, it can be an accessibility issue for some. But that said, this seat is not really suited for adults, and at best, even if kids are to be in the seat, it is suited only for short duration or short distances. And that is because the seat itself sits quite low, and that means that you have your legs pointing up, so you have your knee quite up in the air, which means there is no under thigh support. So that can make things a bit uncomfortable if you're going to be here for a long duration. Apart from that, also there's not much of leg room on offer, and headroom again is just about okay. In terms of comfort, you get third row AC vents, some cup holders, and the blower settings for the air conditioning, along with a USB charging outlet. So that's about it. The seat itself, I would say, is not really comfortable, but yes, as a 6-seat vehicle, the Hector Plus does offer you that functionality and lives up to the expectation of being a decent 6-seat vehicle. But at best, this seat is suited only for short distances or short duration. Now let's talk about the boot in the Hector Plus, and before I come to the space, well, let me tell you a new feature that has been added to the Hector Plus, and that is the swipe functionality, which means, well, you can just swipe your foot across the lower part of the rear bumper, and that means the tailgate will open automatically. So that means you get hands-free access to this. And apart from that, if I talk about the space at the rear, well, of course, with 3 rows of seats, right now the available boot space is quite limited at best. Maybe you can fit in 2 medium-sized bags here, but you do have the option of folding down these seats, and when you do that, you have the ability to completely collapse the row, and that would just liberate a lot more boot space. So yes, there's a lot of flexibility in terms of space that you can work around inside the Hector Plus. And like I said earlier, this is an electrically operated tailgate. So to close it, all you need to do is press the button and voila!